Hello World app to the point where we can bring up, oh, I'm running the wrong one here. Well, we can bring up a window and we can close the window with our, because we added our window adapter with a window closing method that says system.exit 0, so it exits with a value return value of 0, or yeah, exits out of the system with the whole program itself will return a 0. So now what we want to do is actually have the string hello world get drawn in that window that we put up. So let's so what we're going to have to do, though, in order to be able to draw anything onto the window, we have to actually create a canvas. So all our drawing, and this will include drawing the string for this example, but also, you know, any lines or anything else that you want to draw. You don't, instead of drawing directly on the frame, what we're going to do is we're going to create another object, a canvas, and we are going to stick the canvas in the frame, and we'll draw on the canvas. So I'll just show you what that's going to look like. So we'll create a canvas object. So I'll put here a class, and we'll put CV for canvas. Hello World, okay. And like I said, this is going to be a canvas, so we're going to say extends canvas. There actually is a Java class in the java.awt package called canvas. Oh, okay. So what do we need in here? Now we're not going to make a main method in here because we already have a main method. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to our main, basically what's happening here is our main method creates a hello world window. Okay. When the hello world window gets created, this constructor gets called. So that's when we do this stuff. We stick the name hello, we make that be the name of the frame, and let me see, I forgot to show you that. When we create the frame, that, see, I said super hello, that hello shows up as the title of the frame. And this is where we want to draw. So we need to stick a canvas in here. And the canvas, you won't see it. It'll look white, just like this is already white. But we're going to draw inside. We're going to stick the canvas in here and draw on the canvas. So how do we do that? So basically what we need to do is, there's really only one method that canvas needs, and that's the paint method. So we can say here, public void paint. And so again, notice this has a void return type. And what we're going to do is say graphics G. So what happens is this this method gets called by Java, basically. Okay, the paint method. Anything that's that we stick inside of the frame, there's going to be a paint method that's going to get called on it. Okay, so you don't have to write in paint any place. That's going to, Java knows that when you have a frame, the frame has to get painted, and anything inside the frame has to get painted. Okay, and this paint gets called over and over again. It gets called like 60 times a second or something, real fast. Whatever the refresh time is for your screen. So we're just going to draw on there. So and that's kind of nice, the automatic refresh like that, because then you can do animations, and when you resize your screen, everything will resize nicely and all that. But anyhow, we have this. It gets called with this graphics object G. So Java not only calls paint, but it also passes this information and says, here's your graphics context. So whatever writing you want, whatever painting you want to do, just ask G, and G will take care of it. So I'm going to say G dot, and I didn't have to name this G. I could have named it, foo or whatever. G is kind of typical for the graphics context. So I'm going to say G dot, and all these things show up. See, these are all these things you can do. You can draw a 3D rect, draw an arc, draw bytes. We're going to draw a string, draw a line. You'll see quite a bit. Draw string. We're gonna, and there's a couple of draw strings here. We're gonna do the one that just takes the string and the two arguments. So we're gonna, this is gonna be our hello world right here. Hello world. And these two arguments are the x and y coordinates. We'll talk more about that, or if you haven't read about it yet in the book, you will, or you'll see it in some of these videos. We'll put it at 10 and 30, okay, and save that. So now we've created this canvas, and we're going to draw the string hello world to the canvas. But what we need to do now is add the canvas to the frame. Okay, so right here, after we set the size of the frame, but before we show the frame, so in between these two statements, we're going to say add, and we're going to add it to the center of the frame, a new CV hello world. Okay. Let me save that, and let me say run, and hey, there it is. Okay, so there's still a lot of detail that I've left out, so you're going to want to go through and look at some of the Java programming resources, but you need to know, like, for example, for these statements, you need semicolons at the end. Whenever you call a method, you need parentheses, and so you're gonna have to understand about how methods work, and when you pass them parameters and stuff like that. But hopefully this will give you some general insights into the workings of Java. And if you have questions, as always, please just go ahead and shoot me an email. But hopefully that'll give you some more insight into how this stuff works.